Hi, this is Omar at Top 5 E-Bikes, and I wanted to go over a topic that of late has turned into my favorite topic, which is rear racks and child seats. So specifically what we're going to look at today is the RadMission1 and whether you can actually put a child seat on it. So stay tuned. It's not going to be a long video, but I did want to go over some of the specs of the bike and kind of where there's some ambiguity, or there seems to be either that Rad hasn't updated their documentation and it's just not clear to people whether you can put a child seat on this bike or not. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching this video, and I did want to give a shout out to my beautiful and amazing wife who made this t-shirt that I'm wearing, this Top 5 E-Bikes shirt, which is pretty cool. Now let's get into the topic at hand, which is this rear rack and child seat. Now, if you go on the Rad Bikes website, and we'll link it in the description, they'll say that you can't put a Yepp Maxi seat on the RadMission. Which I thought was weird. I actually didn't see that bit in the website, and I actually put the seat on and was using it. And thanks to a conversation in the Rad Power Bikes subreddit, that got me looking into more of the specs and more of the details as to whether you should be able to put one of these chairs on this bike. It turns out that the documentation says that you can't. Now, this is where it gets kind of weird, in that the documentation for this bike says that the max capacity for this rack, and this is a factory rack, this is not something that we picked up, we got this directly from Rad Bikes. So the documentation says that the max weight is 18 kilos, which is about 39 pounds. But the rack that we got clearly states that it's 25 kilos, which is about 55 pounds. Most racks that I've used are rated for 55 pounds, so I didn't think it was anything different. I was able to, put the child seat on it, so I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. Now, after seeing the documentation, I was just like, whoa, is this, am I able to put this chair or not? I even found other reviews, like for example, Electric Bike Review. Their original review of this bike says that you can't, that the rack is rated for 18 kilos, which obviously the one that we got is for 25. So what I did next was I reached out to Rad. Now, they did say that the rack, they didn't clarify whether that was maybe the original specs of the bike or not. They said that weight-wise it was fine, but they said that the seat itself wasn't compatible with the rack, which is not what I found. So what I'll do next is, and we'll speed this up for you, we won't make you sit through this. I'm going to take off the seat, and then I'll show you how I put on the adapter, and then I'll also show you where the rack is rated for 25 kilos. So stay tuned. All right, so now we've sped it up, took off the chair, which didn't take too long, but now I have the actual child seat off of the bike. Now let me actually show you some details of how I was able to put this bike on here properly, which is not anything different than the way I've put it on, I don't know, at this point, 10 different bikes. The only difference is when I've put it on a cargo bike, like a Yuba Mundo, which has a different adapter. But this particular adapter I've put on, at this point, about, I want to say 5 or 6 different e-bikes. So Ride 1 Up, a Breeze, this is a Rad, Juice Bikes. So there's been different bikes that we've put this on. And I've ridden it with my daughter on there safely. So definitely not something where I would say that I put it on and it seemed risky. There have been racks, aftermarket racks, that I've put on bikes, and I went through this in another video for the Ride 1 Up 500 series, where I put the rack on and I thought, there's no way I'm putting my daughter on this, even though it was rated for 80 pounds. I just didn't think it was sturdy enough, but this particular rack seems sturdy enough. But let's look at this. So what I did was I added this, this is the Thule adapter. There is an updated adapter, and that's what I'm not sure of. This is where maybe Rad is talking about the updated adapter, but this particular adapter works fine. So I was able to put this on there, and it's it's solid. This rack is pretty solid. I mean, it seems more solid than some of the other racks that I've put Not the child seat, but other stuff on. So, and then I guess the other piece that we want to look at is, and you can see this here, max 25 kilos. So that's where I think Rad needs to update their documentation. You know, and again, some of these other reviews that are out there, maybe the original specs were to have an 18 kilo rack, max rack, and now it's 25 kilos. So that part I don't know. What I do know is that we received the 25 kilo max rack, which is equivalent to 55 pounds. I mean, the Yepp Maxi weighs about 10 pounds, so that gives you around 45 pounds to safe, or you'd be able to carry a child that was up to 45 pounds safely with this rack, which is what I did. So, or I'm sorry, my daughter's around 30 pounds, so I'm carrying about 40 pounds total load on this rack that's rated for 55 pounds. Again, I did reach out to Rad. Their response was that the Yepp Maxi was not compatible with this rack, and you could see that it obviously is compatible. I think, again, the question is that specific to the newer adapter versus this older adapter, which you can get the older adapter. So anyways, just wanted to give you those details. So thanks for watching, and be on the lookout for the full review of the RadMission1. If you enjoyed this review, please subscribe to our channel and leave us a comment. Visit us at top5ebikes.com or some of our social media accounts. Thank you.